Hello, everyone. Welcome to this quick and powerful hands-on Terraform tutorial. Today in this video, we'll see and explore the fundamentals of Terraform, its role in infrastructure as a code, and why it has become the go-to solution for modern DevOps and cloud architect. So with that, let's jump over to the slide that I have here in front of you. So introduction and understanding Terraforms. With that, I'll start with you. Great. All right. So quickly we'll cover the agenda that we have and that we'll go through in this video. Introduction to the Terraform, Terraform's role in infrastructure as a code, comparison Terraform to other available infrastructure as a code that we have in market, and why Terraform is the top choice for code development. And with that, we'll conclude the video. So let's continue with the video. All right, we'll cover why infrastructure automation matters a lot today. So, uh, in today's cloud driven world, manual infrastructure management is no longer sustainable and easy because of the complexity and the quick demand. Whether you are deploying across AWS, Azure, or hybrid environment, automation is the key to consistency, speed, and resilience. That's where Terraform comes in picture, a powerful open source tool that transforms the whole infrastructure into code. Right. Well, with that, we'll move on to the next. Now we'll go through the introduction. What is the Terraform exactly? So Terraform is an open source infrastructure as a code tool designed and developed by HashiCorp. It allows you to define and provision infrastructure using declarative configuration file, making your infrastructure predictable, version control, and in a repeatable fashion. All right. Now, uh, looking at basically the Terraform architect and core concept. So when it comes to the code writing in Terraform, it has providers, resources, state management, and it uses, as we did discuss a few seconds back, declarative approach language. So providers is just the target platform, which are like AWS, Azure, Google, Oracle, VMware. These are basically the providers. So you can see that providers enable Terraform to manage a wide range of infrastructure services and platforms seamlessly, which are integrated. All the providers are integrated. Now, if you go to the HashiCorp website, we would see more than 3,000 providers available today, and it's growing day by day. Those are providers new getting integrated with Terraform, and it's becoming easy for the developers to use Terraform in those cloud or service providers. Resources is like the defining infrastructure components like EC2, S3, VPC that you define in your code while developing that. That's basically the resource that you wanna deploy or make changes to in. State management, that's very important, which kind of maintain the current state of your infrastructure, which is a kind of like just keeping a copy of everything that's been deployed or the changes has been made to the infrastructure. And as we did discuss, it uses declarative approach. With that, we'll move on to the next slide, supported providers and ecosystems. So like Terraform integrates with major cloud providers such as AWS, Azure, Google, VMware, and for comprehensive infrastructure management. Uh, and it also has third-party service integration, which basically allows and supports numerous third-party services, enhancing its flexibility and usability across diverse environments. Now, we'll quickly go through the Terraform roles in infrastructure as a code. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, as we know that it's infrastructure as code, infrastructure configuration are written and managed as a code to improve the consistency and efficiently. We know that when we do the manual any configuration or any update or any deployment, there is a huge chances of human error or manual error. However, when we transform the whole manual activity into the code, we just review it and we make sure, yes, the same code is uh, can be deployed in details UAT development, production, and it helps the whole architect and the management and the DevOps team to keep the consistency across all the environment and get the expected result as we had the in the test environment. So it's very crucial and important. Uh, and second is automation and repeatable, as we did discuss. You do the automation and you can use the same code uh, in a repeatable fashion, basically for the provisioning and any changes that you want to replicate to the deployed environment in any of the service providers. And as its version control benefits, using code allows version control for tracking changes, collaboration, or rollback capabilities. uh, and it's pretty consistent infrastructure estates gives you basically. And with that, we'll move on to the next one: benefits of using Terraform uh, over other available infrastructure as a code in market. So uh, it gives you basically enhanced collaboration platform. Terraform allows teams to work together efficiently on infrastructure as a code project, wherein you have project from the customer and you're working, and there is a requirement of multiple teams involvement to develop the code. So you can share that and you can work all at the same time. It gives you a kind of flexibility, improving coordination and productivity. Error reduction: Terraform automates infrastructure provisioning, minimizing human errors and increasing the deployment reliability. Multi-cloud support, that's beauty of Terraform, that's make the Terraform stands out of all other available CloudFormation and other infrastructure as code. It works absolutely well with all the service providers across their platform. So you can see Terraform supports managing infrastructure across multiple cloud providers seamlessly, enhancing flexibility. And it has version control and auditing. Terraform enables version control and auditing of infrastructure configuration for better tracking and compliance. All right, with that comparison of Terraform to other available infrastructure as a code platforms. So since we know that there are other infrastructure as a code tools available in the market, one which is CloudFormation. The first on top right side, you see CloudFormation, which is completely only for AWS environment. So again, we have these available, but when you want to use it within AWS, you can go ahead and use the CloudFormation. Ansible configuration management, again, we have one available tool. It's more of the configuration management tool, I would say. However, when it comes to Terraform, it's basically the infrastructure deployment tool. Uh, we have other one which is Pulumi, general purpose language, and we have Terraform. Likewise, we have multiple available, the infrastructure as a code tools available in the market. Use case where Terraform excels and stands absolutely out from the other infrastructure as a code available tools. So as I said, it supports in multiple cloud deployment. Terraform efficiently manages infrastructure across multiple cloud providers for flexibility, deployment, and strategy. Uh, Infrastructure lifecycle management, it simplifies managing the entire lifecycle of infrastructure from creating to updates and tear down your uh, environment, uh, reproducible and auditable setups. With that, we come to the conclusion. So as we can see, the final word, the this infrastructure, this Terraform empowers team to manage infrastructure at any scale. It enables managing infrastructure through scale, enhancing automation, reducing the manual error. Uh, it works well with the multiple providers, and whether you are spinning up a single EC2 instance or orchestrating a global multi-cloud architecture, Terraform gives you the tool to do it efficiently, securely, and collaboratively. If you are new to the Terraform or want to brush up on the basic, be sure to check my uh, other video on Terraform syntax, code writing tutorials. They are designed to get you up and running fast. Thanks for watching. I hope this session gave you a clear, hands-on understanding on how Terraform simplifies infrastructure as automation and it stands out in the market. Keep exploring, keep building, and do not forget to subscribe for more real-world cloud tutorials and insight. See you in the next one. Have a good day.